In this video, I'm going to be running solo into a backcountry hut where I'm going to be camping overnight in -1 degrees. It's going to be really cold, and I've packed really light this trip, so hopefully I'm not too cold up there in the hut. I'm going to get the fire going, cook up a mean breakfast, and it's going to be a good time. So I've only got a couple hours of daylight, so I've got to get going very fast. Just parked the car. The track's just over there. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. So I gotta run 10 k's before dark, which gives me 2 hours, which is a decent time, but when you have a camera, easily adds an hour. The latest forecast said -1 degrees Celsius for tonight, and this valley is south facing, and that's exactly where the wind's coming from, and feel it now already. It's just whistling up this valley, and it's a cold breeze, man. I'm going to take this opportunity to fill up my bottle because I'm thirsty. Normally this whole gravel out to, if you can see where it gets darker over there, is all beach, but that's all that's left of the beach. Ooh, now I've got to get out of here. There we go. Oh, I'm stalling. Really need to get going. I remember first time I came here, I lost the lure in that tree. It was a really nice lure too. I was gutted. I decided I couldn't wait any longer. I'm hungry. So I'm going to go digging for those muesli bars. Don't have much snacks for tomorrow, but two pretty big rivers joining, and I believe the big suspension bridge is coming up shortly. I see the bridge. Not too bad. just had a rock fall. I don't know if it was part of like a slip, but just one rock, but it made quite a bit of noise. Here it is. We're here. Paki hut. Here we are. So I made it to the hut. I think I'm by myself. And save the activity on the watch. It's not my fastest 10k ever, but we got it done. Right, now I need to get warm clothes on because it's freezing. I sweat quite a bit, which is a problem when it's cold because it might keep you cool when you're running, but as soon as you stop running, as I found, it just instantly gets very, very, very cold. So far, got it all to myself. Now the tricky part is deciding which bank you want to choose, which is going to be the most optimal. The top ones keep more heat, the bottom ones, if I need to go for a piss in the middle of the night, then I'm sorted. I don't want to be climbing down that rickety old ladder. And as I'm chopping the firewood, the sky has just lit up. That's incredible. I'm not very good at this whole GoPro thing because I just filmed a whole 10-minute fire starting video and it was in time-lapse mode, so anyway, we got the fire going. Just a couple more of these short ones on the top. Fire. Well, it's getting pretty cold and my feet are numb, but bought these toe warmers so I'm not getting cold feet tonight. I'm very hungry and that means that it's time to cook up dinner, so just grab it. Backcountry cuisine, roast lamb and vegetables for dinner. Okay, we've got about 500 ml of water. And we'll set that aside to boil. In the meantime, I fill out the intentions book. So it's good to fill out the intentions book because search and rescue, in the event of your misplacement out here in the bush, they will come to the hut where you were supposed to be staying at and they will look in the intentions book and you got to write your intentions, you know, what you're doing, how you got here, when you're due out, and who you're with, stuff like that, so that they know that you made it to the hut and what time you left the hut, and it just kind of helps them find you. Well, I'm just having a look at the, I don't know how well you'll be able to see that, but the calories and the freeze-dried milk And so I burn about 600 calories per hour when I run, and I was running for an hour and 40, and I didn't eat lunch. I haven't eaten since breakfast, other than those 2 muesli bars. It's about 80 calories. These freeze-dried meals are a total of 352 calories. The thing is, that's less than half of what I burnt on my run alone, and I've burnt a lot more chopping firewood, just being cold. I might be a bit hungry tonight, but it's okay. Looking pretty tasty. I wonder if I just squeeze it out, plonk it in there. I haven't actually tried the lamb one yet, so hopefully it's good. Get these calories in me. Hot food, so good, man. Unfortunately, I've decided I am too hungry, so I guess course 2. Noodles and glasses don't really go together because they just fog up and become useless. Good decision. Might regret it tomorrow. But hey, at least I'm happy now. Well, unfortunately, by yourself there's not too much to do, so it's like 6:20, and I'm gonna curl up into bed and probably just nod off because yeah, I'm tired and ready for bed. Been reading the intentions book. Yeah. Good morning. So, well, it's the morning. Survived the night. Wasn't too bad. In the sleeping bag, keeps you nice and warm, but as soon as you come out of the sleeping bag, it is cold, man. It is freezing. So I think the plan is to get a bit of a fire going, and I'll cook up breakfast on that, and then just kind of cruise on out of here at about 10-11. So unfortunately the ground's really wet, and my feet, I don't want my feet to get cold, and I have these slippers. So what I've done, there's the bag that I stored all my like GoPro batteries, cameras and stuff, and that's my food bag, and we've got it wrapped around so that slippers don't actually touch the ground, and then my feet should stay dry and stay warm, which is just ideal. Now last night I found these matches in the hut because, well, I realised I forgot my lighter, but not one of them wanted to light, but luckily I have my gas cooker. Just get on stable ground and then light the match, a bit better than that, and then light the fire starters. Turn that off. gonna be good. Right, now let's get some eggs on the grill. Gotta act quick because that fire's hot. Now I'd say those eggs, maybe just a little bit longer. Okay, that'll do, perfect. Okay, now I'm going to set these to a side just for now because it's time to make a coffee. Now on the last mission I discovered that this rag actually makes a really good plunger, and in the theme of going lightweight I decided to ditch the actual plunger which I normally bring, just like a whole kilo right there. And then what we're going to do, we're going to pour plunger coffee into a bit of a well there. Okay, and then we get the water and we're going to pour the water over the coffee. How good's that? Anyway, now that we've got coffee, perfect. Now what I have in here is a blend of salt and a seasoning called TikTok and another seasoning called salt of Aotearoa. Now that was the seasoning that I was talking about on the last mission with the horopito, kawa, pretty much the taste of the bush, and it's all in here along with sesame seeds, poppy seeds. So we're gonna sprinkle quite a decent amount. There we are. And then that should be breakfast. How good is that? Take the first bite. Oh. So what I'm doing here on the new iPhones, they let you send your location via satellite, which means that the whānau at home aren't too worried. Freezing cold, it's ridiculous. I've just been packing very slowly. You just have a look at the time, just after 9:30, so that's not too bad. I just need to get running because it is so cold. It's absolutely ridiculous. Okay, there we are. I left some firewood. My fingers are so cold that doing up those straps really hurt. Time to get the heck out of here, man. Oh, I need it to warm up, man. It's cold. At least I'm warm now. Well, we've just come back to the bridge. That water has gotten so much clearer overnight, with the sun just starting to look over there. Man, that's awesome. angle I like more. Look, that Nico palm up there is just glowing in the sun. Wow. Look at that. Haven't been doing too much running, but we're halfway. 50 minutes. Which is pretty bad, but pace doesn't really matter out here. Seeing as I'm going so slowly, I'll give you a bit of a description on this area. So I'm walking slash running along the Pakahi track, and this was intended to be the route from Opotiki through to Motu through to Gisborne. Motu is just this little town in the middle of nowhere, and so they got to work cutting this track through the steepest country possible, and then it took so long that before it was even finished, the Motu road, which is, well, the road that goes from Opotiki to Motu, was done. And it was so much more efficient because this track, as they were digging it, it kept slipping, and it was just such a pain to create. So the Motu road ended up superseding the Pakahi track. They spent so long and so much money on this track, but it was just doomed. In the final 800 meters or so. So yeah, not too bad. It's going to be like another hour 45. Final 350 meters. There's the end. I see it. Whew. Whew. Made it. Well, that's going to be it for this video. Thanks for sticking around. Hopefully the cinematography was a bit better on this one. Upgraded the camera, got a GoPro. Hoping to get out as soon as, well, as often as possible, but you know, with work and school it's a bit hard. But yeah, you know, after school missions like this, definitely possible. So yeah, as the daylight's getting more and more each day, I'll be able to come out and do more cool stuff like this every weekend. So yeah, see you next time.